Hello anyone and everyone, I am Echo, and today we're exploring Fallout 3. Right now we are in the middle of the, what's it called, Tranquility Lane simulation, where Dr. Nussbaum, or whatever his name is, Dr. Braun, I can't remember his name, something German sounding, something vaguely mysteriously German, he's gone and trapped our dad in the simulation, and us as well, and he's been, bringing us along with, playing little games for him to entertain him by breaking up marriages and things like that. And now, we found this, the Vault 112 Auxiliary Command Terminal, which is going to let us end it all. Access Chinese Invasion Program. Access version control, Dr. Braun entry, Toucan Lagoon, Dr. Braun entry, Slalom Chalet, Dr. Braun entry, Tranquility Lane. Alright, let's look at the entries first. Toucan Lagoon. I've finally come to the realization that the Toucan Lagoon simulation has run its course. I'm tired of the beating sun and ceaseless pounding of the lagoon's waves upon the shore. I no longer take pleasure in watching Simpson wither away from scurvy or hearing Nussbaum's screams as he's devoured by the Mako shark. I am, quite simply, bored. It is time to reset the simulation once again. I haven't been skiing in ages. Okay. Slalom Chalet. Yesterday, Dithers slipped on the chalet's icy stairs, went airborne, and managed to impale herself on the wrought iron fence. It was spectacular, and completely and utterly random. Is there anything more sublime than that bold crimson on fresh fallen snow? It was almost enough to make me reconsider a change of scenery, but not quite. 23 years is a long enough vacation in the Swiss Alps. I long for something more domestic. And Tranquility Lane. I have surprised myself. I find Tranquility Lane comforting. Although distinctly American, it somehow reminds me of Kronach, the town of my childhood. Or maybe that's Grenache? Not sure. There's a beautiful irony with this particular simulation as well. The residents here are naturally at home, naturally safe. When I toy with them, when their suburban illusion is suddenly broken, it's that much more satisfying. I do believe we shall all remain here in Tranquility Lane for a very long time. A very long time indeed. So, yeah, this kind of fills in the backstory of what he's been doing. Dr. Braun has been using the simulation to keep all the people from Vault 112, thinking that they're in places when they're really not. They've been in the simulation so long that they've forgotten that they're in a simulation, and every few years or whatever, just whenever he gets bored of a certain, scenario, he can change it at will. And the Toucan Lagoon thing here shows that he probably resets the same simulation multiple times, where whenever he wants to have a bit of fun, he'll have someone get eaten by a Mako shark, or, stranded away and, dying of scurvy or something like that, and then he just probably resets it and goes back to normal within the same simulation, has this kind of sadistic fun. I'm almost jealous. Access version control, let's see what this does. Display current version control. Okay. Version 3.2.0005. Exceptions granted for pod 0001. Manual override for the pods disabled. Remote access allowed. User S. Braun has privileges. Updated neural inputs to override memory access for individual users. Revised code for vault maintenance robots. Authentication from S. Braun required before further updates allowed. User unknown granted access. User unknown altered by S. Braun. That user unknown would be our father. And it shows he's been altered by S. Braun, which, I guess I've pretty much already spoiled it. He turned him into the dog. So he's currently inhabiting the body of the dog, which we're going to find out very soon anyway, so I don't mind spoiling that. So yeah. Display previous version notes. 6.11.12. New program Tranquility Lane loaded. Authorization S. Braun. 6.10.12. All previous versions wiped. Authorization S. Braun. I do wonder why he would wipe the previous versions. Or is that something that happens every time he switches simulations? Not sure. The fact that it says all previous versions wiped makes me suspect that after switching from Toucan Lagoon to Slalom Chalet, he didn't wipe Toucan Lagoon, and only once switching to Tranquility Lane, then he switched both of them. Yeah, or then he erased both of them. Otherwise, why would it specifically say all previous versions wiped, you know? So, but then, if that is the case, then that makes me wonder the question, why would he wipe those versions, and why didn't he do it earlier, or anything like that? Or maybe that's just the generic, vague terminology that the computer uses every time it switches to a new simulation, and whatever. I don't know. Anyway, Access Chinese Invasion Program. I guess this is the big finale that Braun had for when he eventually got bored of Tranquility Lane. Chinese Invasion Failsafe Subroutine Access. Welcome, Dr. Braun. Initiate Chinese Invasion Failsafe. Failsafe Program Documentation. Dr. Braun Entry Failsafe. Okay, yeah, let's read his thing. I might have accidentally spoiled it, but oh well. There are days I consider finally pulling the plug, as it were, and putting a permanent end to both the simulation and my life. That is the reason I requested installation of General Chase's Chinese Invasion Program, after all. By disabling the safety protocols, I have ensured that each subject in Vault 112 will physically die if their in-simulation avatars are killed. Real-world death. End of simulation. The perfect failsafe. At least it would have been, if not for my own misjudgment. I knew, when the simulation first went online, that the secondary safeties, those established for all Vault Tech and military personnel, would prevent my own real-world demise in the event of a failsafe execution. In the end, I would kill the subjects and save myself. I wouldn't want it any other way, or so I thought. It's true the failsafe would scare the living hell out of every resident in Tranquility Lane and lead to their brutal deaths, but then what about me? I have no ability to disable my own safety from within the simulation, and any other avatars I could create would be driven by the simulation's AI routines, not actual living, thinking human subjects. Where's the fun in tormenting a machine? And so, the release of the real-world subjects is far more than they deserve, more than I could bear. They'd be dead, and I'd be left here in Tranquility Lane, alone and tragically bored for all eternity. I can think of nothing more unacceptable. Yeah, the guy's a complete frickin' wacko. When I said I was jealous of him earlier, I meant jealous of the fact that he has complete control over a massive computer simulation world in which he can basically play God. That sounds fun. Torturing people and killing them, not so much. Oh well. Failsafe Program Documentation. Dr. Braun, here is the revised code for the military training program you've expressed interest in. I'm not sure exactly what you want with it, and I again stress that this program is never designed to be run with civilian equipment. Frankly, I don't expect any system you have access to can even run it. But if you can run this program with the failsafes off as requested, your real-world test subjects will die if killed in the simulation. It goes without saying that, officially, I denied your request. General Constantine Chase, U.S. Military Training Program 293B, Chinese Invasion. Yeah. I wonder if that General Constantine Chase, I wonder if that's who Fort Constantine was named after. I'm not sure. I think that's probably too much of a stretch. But if not, it's at least a cool coincidence, I guess. And also, I do wonder why this guy... It doesn't... Okay. Yeah, this is just information on the simulation, so I don't think it gives... I don't think it tells us why that guy gave the simulation to Dr. Braun. He doesn't... I mean, he had to officially deny the fact that he gave it to him, and he doesn't think that Dr. Braun can even use that on quote-unquote civilian, hardware. So why would he give it to Dr. Braun in the first place? That's... I don't know. Oh well. Purpose. Simulate a communist incursion on U.S. soil. Documentation culled. New protocols enacted. Disable safety protocols 1 through 6. Override target acquisition. Warning, test subjects will experience real-world termination. Proceed with extreme caution. Alright, well, let's initiate that Chinese invasion failsafe. Program running. Proceed with caution. And you gain karma for that. Yes, you gain karma for killing everyone, because as far as the game is concerned, you're putting them out of their misery and stopping them from being tortured by Dr. Braun. And, because we and our father are unknown subjects, not actually labeled by the computer, These guys will not target us. They cannot even see us. Which is actually pretty cool. You can try talking to them, but nothing happens. Well, anyway. Hey there.
What did you do?
And and as it mentioned in the computer, he could not disable his safety protocol things, so I guess that's why they didn't even bother attacking him. Whatever. Oh well. Let's talk.
Do you realize what you've done? You've triggered the failsafe, ruined everything. The subjects will die, and I'll be stuck here in this hell alone.
You ruined everything! Everything!
I'm calling the shots now. It's all over. Now shut up and answer my questions. You'll just reset everything anyway. Who cares? I put these people out of their misery. You're getting exactly what you deserve. It's all over now. It's all over. Now shut up and answer my questions, or I'm calling the shots now. Which of these? Yeah, I'm calling the shots now.
You? No, I am the creator of this world.
Feels so lost. So all alone.
Hear from my father. Now where is he? Tell me about the Gek. Tell me about this place. Tell me who you are. Nope. Came here from my father. Where is he? No. Tell me about the... No. Let's just... We'll hear from our father what the Gek is, so, yeah.
He's been right here the whole time. And you were too dense to figure it out. The dog, you see.
Man's best friend. But now you've taken all my friends from me.
Okay, so my father's okay? I can get him back?
Yes, I'm sure he's fine. No doubt when you leave the simulation, he'll be waiting for you.
But there's no one waiting for me.
Tell me exactly who you are, who you really are.
My name is Stanislaus Braun. I'm a Vault-Tec scientist. I created this simulation for Vault-Tec, but for myself as well. It was my own design, my own perfection. A better reality than any other. Far greater than my work on the Gek.
Okay. Well, tell me about Tranquility Lane.
It is my greatest achievement. The best of the many simulations I've run in these 200 years.
I played with the others, but they bored me. This version never grew old. It amused me over and over and over again.
Okay. So I'm free to leave. I have to go now. Well, I guess might as well tell me about the Gek, whatever.
The Garden of Eden creation kit. It was for terraforming, for restoring the world after a nuclear disaster. Unstable technology, and ultimately boring. Why remake the old reality when instead you could create any reality you choose?
Okie doke. Alright, well, free to leave.
Isn't it obvious? You've run the failsafe, disrupted everything! I have no power over you.
There's the door. Go.
Alright, bye-bye.
Run along now.
Still sounds cheery to the very end. Hey there, doggy. Good dog. Yeah, alright. Let's go. Activate exit. Love the way it words that. Oh well. Liam Neeson should be waiting for us. Where is he? You know, I just realized... Where's the button for third person? I just realized, without even meaning to, our character actually looks...
Son, you've saved me. I was afraid I'd be trapped in there forever. It's so good to see you, but what are you doing here?
I came here to find you. What are you doing here? You could have been killed. Yeah.
Well, I didn't expect Dr. Braun to be alive and insane. I thought I'd just find notes or holotapes. I needed information about Braun and his work on the Gek.
Did you get the information you needed?
I did indeed. Braun's work, the Gek, was designed to readapt environments for living after a nuclear war. It's not entirely stable, but I'm sure that components of that technology are just what we need, what we've been missing all this time. I need to return to Rivet City. Once Madison knows about the Gek, I can get her to see that it really will work.
Okay. Can you get back to River City?
I can't do this on my own. Madison, Dr. Lee has a team of scientists working at Rivet City. They'll have to help. The facility hasn't been used in years. There'll be enough work for a good number of people, and it will take us a while. The sooner I get to Rivet City, the sooner Madison and I can get to work.
Okie doke. What about me?
Yes, what about you? Why in fact are you outside the vault at all? I don't even want to know how you got out. As much as I appreciate your help, you were supposed to stay there, to make a life for yourself there, not out here.
You left me there without saying goodbye. What was I supposed to do? Screw the vault. I didn't need that place. Yeah, screw it.
Is that so? You're 19 years old. Are you so sure you know what you want from life already? I suppose it doesn't matter now. I suspect there's no going back for either of us. We'll just have to forge on ahead, won't we?
Okay, let's head for River City. I'm not going with you. I have other things to take care of. Let's head for River City.
That's my boy. Let's hurry. Now that I know what we need, I want to get back to work as soon as possible.
Alrighty. 600 experience. That's another level up for us. Awesome. Okay, I changed my mind. I'm not going to go with you right now. Can we just talk for a minute? What exactly is this Project Purity? What happened after... Alright. That's a lot of questions. Alright, let's start from the bottom. What's the big deal about water anyway? That's a dumb question to ask, but I guess it's something.
The vault you grew up in had its own water purification system. Clean water was never a worry. Out here, things are different. Water out here is never clean, and almost always irradiated. It's barely able to sustain any kind of normal life. If we can change that, humanity has a real chance at rebuilding, starting over.
Okay. How did Mom really die?
I understand that you have reason to question a good many things I've told you over the years. But your mother... I've never lied to you about what happened. Not once. She died giving birth to you. It was a difficult time. She was so eager to meet you, to make a place for you in the world. If nothing else, please believe that she loved you very much.
Okay. What happened to Project Purity?
In the year before you were born, things became difficult. There had always been something of a mutant problem in the city, but it became worse. They attacked more frequently and more aggressively. Support for the project eroded as time went on, when we couldn't produce any significant results. Progress came to a halt. And then you were born. Your mother and I had talked about what to do when that time came, but then we lost her, and I had to make a decision. I chose to leave. From what I understand, things happened quickly after that. It became too dangerous for the others to stay, and so the project was abandoned. Dr. Lee and her team left for what became Rivet City, and Project Purity has sat waiting ever since.
Alrighty. What exactly is this Project Purity?
It started as an idea, really. Remember the Bible passage your mother loves so much? Free, clean water for everyone. What a difference it could make in the lives of everyone here in the wastes. Over time, that idea took the form of a purifier. Not like the one in the vault, though. This one was gigantic, capable of purifying millions of gallons of water at once. We used the old Jefferson Memorial for the location, right on DC's tidal basin. Someday soon, I hope you'll see it work.
Alright. Yeah, can we just talk for a minute?
Of course, son. What's on your mind?
Okay. Can't we just go back to the vault? Back to the way things were? No, I don't want to do that. How could you leave me like that? What the hell were you thinking? Never mind, let's just get back to work. How could you leave me like that? What the hell were you thinking?
I wanted you to be safe. I didn't want this for you. A life out here in this godforsaken war zone. I couldn't tell you what I was doing because I didn't want you following me. A plan which clearly was not as successful as I imagined it would be.
Why would you put yourself at risk like this? You have some sort of death wish? Is this about Mom? Are you trying so hard because of what happened to her? Yeah, why would you put yourself at risk like this?
What? No, of course not. This is important work. Clean water can change the lives of so many thousands of people. It's worth the risk to help them.
Helping people or about helping your own son? Just forget it. Let's get this over with. I think that's far enough. I won't make him feel even more guilty. Just forget it. Let's get this over with.
I hope that you can understand why I've done the things that I've done. The last thing I want is to lose my son.
Alright. Change my mind. I'm not going to go with you right now. I'm going to actually pick this because I don't quite remember, but I think you have to actually lead him to Rivet City. Like, he won't move without you next to him if you choose to stick together. But if you say you change your mind and you're not going with him right now, then he'll go there on his own. So I'm going to do that just so that I can like fast travel over to Rivet City and wait for him to show up, basically.
I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you'll consider meeting me in Rivet City.
Alright. Bye-bye.
Be careful, my son.
Yes, okay, another level up. Alright, let's do this real quick. We got medicine, that's the most important. Put 18 points into medicine, right? Why not, right? There you go. Medicine and barter, what we're working on right now. Yeah, okay, that works. And we should have new things unlocked right now. Deep sleep. You sleep deeply no matter where you are. You get the well-rested benefit of plus 10% experience for 8 hours, no matter what bed you sleep in. And puppies. With the puppies perk, if Dogmeat dies, you'll be able to get a new canine companion from his litter of puppies. Just wait a bit and you'll find your new furry friend waiting outside Vault 101. That's useless to us because we made Dogmeat invincible, and that's useless because extra experience is not important in the slightest. Got hair on my mouth. Infiltrator, no, we don't need that. Tag, nope. Chem resistant, that's actually useful because we've been using chems, so that would make, and we've gotten addicted to chems a few times, so that would be really good. Lawbringer, contract killer, chemist, cannibal, night person, sandman, here and now, impartial mediation, bloody mess, scoundrel, iron fist. Yep, I'm gonna go with chem resistant. That sounds cool because we like us using that psycho and medics and stuff like that. So those are good. Those are useful. Alright, as I was trying to say, yeah, he's going to run off on his own now and find his way to Rivet City. As I was going to say, without even intentionally meaning to, we ended up designing a character at the beginning of this playthrough that actually looks like a younger version of Liam Neeson's character. We've got like the same beard, we've got the same color hair and everything. The face shape is pretty similar, obviously. Obviously, it's okay for the face shape to be different, because we're not actually him, we're his son, but still, I really like that. I completely, accidentally ended up making, like, the perfect role-playing character. Oh well. And unfortunately, that's all the time I have for now, because it's been about 20 minutes, and I gotta go do stuff and take care of things, so I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.